Alright, so my daughter is 2 and she's kicking the ball around a lot, so I figured I would make her a soccer net. There's quite a few videos on this, but the one that I used, I don't think that he knew what he was doing, so whatever. So let's see if I can make this process better. So football or soccer net, at PVC, so I used a 3/4 inch PVC. Some I had laying around, other went to the store and bought some. It's not pretty, but it works. So I'll describe the pieces I use, and there's the terms of the dimensions down below in the description. But the main thing is to get the base cut, and then the 2 verticals cut, and then the guy that I used before said that this piece is going to be 42. No, this is going to be 4 feet. Well, when I cut it, it didn't work. So what I will suggest, folks, is get the base cut and in place, and then get the vertical in place and the horizontal, and then take a measuring tape, go your 3/4 of an inch from your edge here to here, because this pipe is going to go in here, right? So you measure from like yay all the way diagonal to not here, but about here, because pipe is going to go inside this fitting, right? So to make sure that this is going to actually fit this diagonal piece, make sure that this base and the vertical is at a 90-degree angle. So you can use a speed square, whatever square you have. Make sure this is more or less square. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a net, right? But make sure that this is square, so that diagonal will fit. Now I cut this piece. It ended up to be 53.5 inches, and then I just measured again for the one over there, and it seems to work fine. Now I haven't figured out how to do the net, but at least now I have a goal for my daughter to practice shooting on. It's not pretty, but I think maybe like a close-up of what I did at the joint. So this is a basic elbow here, 90 degree. This is a elbow here with a T and a 45-degree angle here. Up here we have a 45-degree angle with a T connecting the vertical and diagonal, and elbow here to cross brace. Now, what the other guy that I used didn't pinpoint is to connect this elbow to this T and the other fitting. They have to connect somehow, right? So you need to cut a piece of the pipe to connect these. So this dimension more or less is 1.5 inches cut. So whatever balance scrap you have, cut a few of these pieces. Maybe I can count as how many you need, but to cut these to connect. Now you could totally use PVC glue to connect this whole contraption, but then again, like come winter time, you're not going to want to put this up still and use it, so why not collapse it and take it away? So either you leave it as is connected with a by hand fit, or you can use some self-tapping metal screws that are about maybe the 1/2 inch long, and tap the fittings all together, so then it won't fall apart. But then again, if it falls apart, then you put it back together, so not a huge loss. So I hope this is helpful. So of course you could reduce the entire size per whatever use that you have. This is obviously not official in terms of like what an actual match would use for little kids, but it's something for my daughter to play around on. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comments below. All right, thanks, man. Bye.